Dennis Weaver here for the District 8 preview for week number 1. Shelbyville travels to Warren County, so we begin our report with Rusty Reed of Jack's Radio in Shelbyville.
The Shelbyville Central High School Golden Eagles travel to Warren County tonight to take on the Pioneers, a game that has seen Shelbyville victorious the last couple of seasons. Golden Eagles with a huge win last week over the visiting Red Raiders of Coffee County. Shelbyville looks to continue their winning ways with a win tonight. Starting quarterback for Shelbyville, Luke Falk, having an excellent game last week, but Shelbyville racking up most of their yards on the ground. They look to do the same tonight against Warren County. It's Shelbyville Golden Eagles and the Pioneers of Warren County. Reporting for District 8 AAA Preview, I'm Rusty Reed with WLIJ. This is Jack's Radio.
Tullahoma travels to Cookeville and bringing you the action on WHMT. This is Deuce Anderson.
The Cats hit the road yet again after a big road win over McGavick, 36-12 last week. This time traveling to Cookeville to face the Cavaliers. The Wildcats lost to the Cavaliers 21-7 in Cookeville 2 years ago, but beat them at home 40-20 last year. Tullahoma will hope yet again to control the clock with its ground game, led by their three-headed monster, running backs Burks, Berry, and Harris. They will also hope their defense can be as dominating as it was last week, allowing less than 30 yards of offense and forcing 5 turnovers in the first half. For the Tullahoma Sports Guys and WHMT Radio, I'm Deuce Anderson.
Columbia will be on the road again this week in Dixon County. Setting up that game for us is Dan James, the voice of Lions football.
The Columbia Central Lions, under head coach Vance Ballou, began defense in their 5A state championship status without missing a lick as they downed district rival Lawrence County 49-12 in front of a packed house in Lawrenceburg on Friday night. The Lions gained over 500 yards in offense with outstanding play from Chris Martin, Matthew Marcrom, and Maverick Dickinson, and a very strong defensive effort that rivaled last year's squad. The Lions face a very tough out-of-district rival in Dixon County tonight, and again, they're on the road. Game time is set for 7:30. For the District 8 preview, I'm Dan James.
Lawrence County travels to Pulaski to take on Giles County in the annual Cowbell game. Here's Stanley Wilson of WDXE with this report.
The Lawrence County Wildcats will be playing in the 62nd edition of the Cowbell game Friday night as they travel to Pulaski to take on the Giles County Bobcats. Giles County lost last week 27-14 to District 8 AAA Lincoln County. It will be the home opener for the Bobcats, and Lawrence County will be trying to rebound from a 49-12 loss to the 5A top-ranked Columbia. The Wildcats were led by junior Jake Brewer last week, who had 121 yards rushing, including a 52-yard touchdown run against the Lions. The Wildcats lead in the Cowbell Series, 33 wins, 27 losses, and 1 tie. The Wildcats won last year's Cowbell game, 42-24. This is Stanley Wilson for Mix 106.
Franklin County opens the home season against Lebanon, and covering the Rebels, Al Clark of WCDT.
Colton Nunley and Leighton Wells continue to lead the way for the Franklin County High School Rebels, together racking up almost 400 yards in last week's victory over Chattanooga Howard. Nunley ran for 287 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wells added another 90-plus yards and a couple of scores. But they'll be going up against another unknown on Friday. The Lebanon Blue Devils, with a new head coach, come to town, and they can only focus on what they do best, and that is keep the ball on the ground and run that wing T offense to the best of their abilities. I'll be reporting from WCDT in Winchester. This is Al Clark.
And finally in Fayetteville, the Falcons welcome Siegel to the pit. With that story, here's Donnie Honey of WYTM.
Glenn County Falcons hosted Siegel Stars tonight in what will be the first meeting between the two schools on the gridiron. Both teams come in off big wins last week. Siegel defeated a good Franklin squad, while the Falcons defeated a very good Giles County team. Siegel is led by quarterback Brent Stockstill, son of MTSU coach Rick Stockstill. The Falcons hope to have back starting quarterback Kane Victor after him leaving last week's game with an injury right before half. It should be a game-time decision. If Victor cannot go, then last week's offensive MVP, Matt Bedingfield, should get the nod. Game time is at 7 o'clock at the pit, and the weather should be good with only a slight chance of rain. For 105.5 YTM, I'm Donnie Honey reporting.
That does it for the District 8 Roundup. Folks, you can join the discussion on Friday nights by following Friday Night Thunder on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Friday Night Thunder. I'm Dennis Weaver of Friday Night Thunder.